Hey, what up, man? So I don't know. This one is I don't know if I'm gonna call this one versatility or you got to be able to do both. But not too long ago, social media was doing this whole get you a man or a woman that can do both. She could be ratchet, she could be professional, and a nigga he could be hood, he could be professional, all all that type of shit. And I just noticed something. I just came out of the store and there was a security guard there. Hey man, have a good one. And I make sure I make it a mental note to refer to any and every man that I interact with, just off of you know general purposes and initial introductions to assert. All right, I have to say that shit. It's part of my job anyway. And growing up, for older generations, that was a big thing. That's a sign of respect. And the thing is, when people say you talk white, or you think you somebody, or so on and so forth, all those type things, is you have to understand, bro, that in certain spaces, you know, there are certain behaviors that are to be tolerated, or handled about a situation. You would never go into a professional setting, my nigga this, my nigga that, nigga, whatever. But once you with your homeboys and you're in a casual setting amongst friends, then nigga away, nigga. Alright? But I see that it's being lost, and not passed down to these younger generations, that you have to have a certain level of respect for certain people. As a child, I was taught, for adults, you render them the proper respect, Mr., Sir, ma'am, Mrs., Miss, whoever, or but that those courtesies are being lost, and it's just too much of an okay, or a commonality for just blatant disrespect. Especially whenever you're like in a professional setting or whatnot. If you're doing business, you're transacting business, whether you're a cashier at the closest fast food restaurant, or you're Fortune 500 fucking company. You should, if you're on your job at your profession, whatever that may be at the time, you ought to conduct yourself professionally. If and when it comes down to less than that, then shit gets lost, because you can't be respectful to somebody while you're working on a cash register. How do you think this is going to translate if you're somehow make it from that to the Fortune 500 company, which that's everybody's hope and dream to progress in life, improve, especially from an economical or financial standpoint. So my whole thing is, when are we going to start reinforcing or retraining these younger generations for just being respectful and understanding their surroundings and their environments? Again, it's okay to do all that shit, man, but once you're in a certain setting and in a certain space, you got to know when you should have the discernment and the knowledge and understanding to just know, hey, this isn't the place for that. I have to handle myself. In this manner. It seems like every time I do a damn video, man, so I'm going off. Anyway, but I just think that's something we need to start again reintroducing to our society, especially black society, because it's too many kids that don't know their damn place. There's too many children out here that don't know how the fuck to talk to adults or handle adults, or what to do in adults' presence. There's been too many times, man, when I've had to, talk to a child. Listen, I'm talking child, like under the age of 10, about cussing in my presence. You know what I'm saying? And that's not like, well, I'm cussing up a storm like motherfucker, you know, bitch, hold this, devil, whatever. This is just me walking around and never even saying a word, and they found it comfortable to just cuss up a storm. Like hell, they've been sailing all of the 7 seas, their entire little lives, in my presence. And when I say something to them, it's they're befuddled. They look at me like, nigga, how dare you? Like, no, nigga, I little person, I fucking told you. Why are you cursing? What is wrong with you? You're a child. This is not your place. I have to constantly tell, you know, children that you're a child. I was trying to speak to a young man during a mentoring situation, and they were having trouble with him. They was talking to him, this older black lady. I'll say she was 40 to 50 years old, somewhere between that range. And she was telling him, you know, all this stuff. Well, you know, the system stacked up against you because you're black and all this stuff. So I had to immediately step in and talk to him and see where he was. You know, the first thing he said to me is, "You ain't my daddy." I was like, whoa. I had to stop. I wanted to like almost square up this little nigga. Like, who the hell you think you're talking to? And I definitely wouldn't want to be your daddy anyway, with your little badass. But, you know, that's not my place. I'm here to, you know, try to improve him and help him along the way. So I asked him, I'm like, yo, why are you speaking to me like that? Did I come to you woofing and, you know, sit your ass down or talking to you rough? Or any of those things? No. And he won't make eye contact with me. I'm like, no, look at me while I'm talking to you. Look at me. Look at me in my eyes. That's what men do. Men make eye contact when they're speaking. You know, and, you know, he eventually came up, you know, to look at me. And I'm like, so why would you address me like that? Well, I don't know. Well, he don't know, but it's because he doesn't have any home training and he never had a father around him. And I asked him not to be a dick, but, you know, just to get some, you know, like, I guess background. Well, he said, I'm not your daddy. Who's your daddy? Where's your daddy at? I don't know. So let me know. You're not used to being a man around you, so you don't like, you know, that masculine energy approaching you. And that's one of the things, too, that we got to start realizing, too, man. A lot of these young boys never experience masculine energy enough at a young age to put them on a corrective course. A male is naturally going to go the logical route, okay? He just needs enough of an influence to keep that spark in him to where, you know, if and when he's put in the right environment, it'll naturally kick on. But if and when he's constantly flooded and inundated with nothing but feminine energy and emotionality, it's extremely hard for those natural instincts to overpower that, and eventually it just erases it and fades away. So, you know, and there's a million other things. Like I say, man, I got plenty of stories of where, like, I'm hooping with some little young cat who's a child, and he's obviously a child, and he knows I'm a grown man, you know, and I'm twice your age, and you suck my dick, nigga, and this, that, and I'm just like, bro, you lucky I got something to lose, and, like, I really, you know, I'm not one of these don't care ass niggas and, like, you know, these hyper alpha, hyper masculine guys, because I would just crush you right now. I would pummel you. But again, what do I gain from that? I have to pull these dudes to the side and have a teaching moment. And I literally tell these cats all the time, bro, this is a teaching moment. I'm trying to tell you something right now. Why would you talk to me like that? Why would you come off with me simply over a fucking basketball game? They're like, we're not getting paid for this shit. We out here, both of us out here for rec. You know what I'm saying? We hooping, I understand we competing. But did I tell you suck my motherfucking dick? Did I start cussing you out? No, of course not, because I know you're a kid. So why would I come at you with that type of aggression? You know what I'm saying? I have nothing to gain from that. But you, in turn, give that to me. So now, like, what was you going to do if I ran up on you? If I ran down on you and I grabbed you up, you're, you know, 14 to 16 years old, and you're 120 pounds soaking wet. What do you think is going to happen, bro? Seriously. The biggest mistake, too, that's another big thing, too, bro. I remember, you know, always telling, like, motherfuckers telling you, like, hey, you starting to smell yourself, you need to sit your ass down. And then you get that real grown man strength, Because, you know, kids and shit, when you get to be 16, the testosterone kick in, man. You think you're fucking invincible. You're the strongest thing in the world. Nobody can fucking beat you or whatever. Nigga, like, bruh, your best shot is not going to do anything to me. Your best shot. What you going to do after that? What are you going to do when you literally fucking, you know, tussling and trying to fucking wrestle or fucking fight somebody that's twice your size, and all you have is hands. Ain't no guns, ain't no knives, ain't none of that shit. It's just fucking man. And what do you think is gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? I bench press more than your fucking body weight. What do you think is gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? You have to, and that's not like, you know, flexing, but you know, you have to walk these things down to these guys and have their minds put it into perspective, because testosterone is a fucking powerful thing, man. Hormones are powerful. Ego is even more powerful than that. So, you know, you want to be tough, you want to be this, you want to, you know, get your respect, or so on and so forth. But, bruh, if we wasn't here, you know what I'm saying, we was out on the street, or we was outside hooping or some shit, or we in the hood, bruh, what, and you don't know who I am, you know I don't got nothing to lose or not, and I just still off on you, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm not going to make this for too long. We just got to start retraining and reintroducing these kids, man, this generation to being cordial, being respectful to you know, adults especially, but even your peers. You know, what's going on, sir, or ma'am, or what's up, bruh? How you doing? You know, all those type things, man. Just you know, not coming off as this unnecessary fucking aggression, because a lot of this shit just get out of hand, man, over nothing. You know, somebody feels disrespected because you don't want to get a proper respect. If you get a proper respect and then somebody disrespectful, hey, that's something totally different. You decide how you handle it from there. 9 times out of 10, if you're being respectful and somebody's not, it's best for you to just go the other way, because that means they're looking for trouble. You really don't want to be the one to give it to them, man. At the end of the day, everybody talk this shit, bro. Ain't nobody. You really want to take somebody else's life, man? Or you want to have to be put in a position to make that decision? No. You got nothing to gain. Even if you do this shit, and again, are we gonna use the white supremacist talking point as to where, oh, well, stand your ground, don't work for you, and all this other shit, and blah blah blah, and now you done killed another black man, truly in self-defense, or what have you, but now because of the fucking system, oh, you automatically going to jail, right? Or even if you beat the case, you done killed somebody, man, just because you had to protect yourself from somebody else's disrespect. So, yeah, man, I know this is getting a little longer than I want it to be, but yeah, man, you just gotta learn to be cordial and just, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with not fighting every fucking, you don't gotta fight every fucking battle, man. You fight too many battles, eventually you're gonna lose one. You may never make it to the war. Alright? That's that, man. I'll holler at you.